Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So it is kind of late, but I'm just up and I thought I'd make a video because I feel like making a video and feel like preaching a little bit. So I'm gonna tell y'all a couple stuff, a couple testimonies and stuff. So start off by telling you about one thing about. I think I told you in the video about how I went to a church with my mom, and my stepdad, because they invited us and stuff. And all throughout that day, I believe I said that I was tired and everything. And when I say when I'm tired, I'm always aggravated and everything. I just don't feel like really doing anything. I don't feel want to be around anybody, anything. I just honestly, I just want to go home and go to bed. But through them times when I'm tired, um, you know, for me, sometimes when I'm tired, I just want to go to bed. And sometimes, I honestly, I'm gonna say it really is. We're in the flesh, and sometimes it's hard for us to pray, to worship, and to read the Bible because all we really want to do is just go to bed. But throughout that day, even throughout the middle of that day, I was tired, and I just really wanted to go home and stuff. But I pushed myself and everything. And when my mom called me and told me, invited me, I told her, I said, I just kind of want to go home and stuff. But I just felt like when I'm sorry, before she called me, I was thinking I was just gonna go home and just go to bed. And then my mom called me and invited me. And then I told her I wasn't going to. But then I just felt the Holy Spirit. I was like, I felt God actually testing me right there. So I texted her back, I called her back, and I told her that I would. Sorry, it's cold in my house right now. Turn the heat on. But so I did it anyway, even though being tired. Okay, even though being tired, I still went anyway, and I can and that's when all the great things happen at that church. The power of God, the presence of God was there. It was a miracle. And then I told y'all in the last video about the chairs and stuff. So I'm gonna tell you another thing that this adds to that video and this adds to that day. So I didn't think I would be able to do it because I was so tired, but I was still able to pray. When I got to that church and all that happened, I got woken up, okay, because it was great, it was powerful. And then I came home, okay, and then I prayed, and then I worshiped, and then I read my Bible, and I think I wasn't gonna be able to do that, but somehow, okay, I was sitting in my bed and I was thinking, I was just pondering on God, and then He helped me to realize that you can do all this. You can do all this to me. I just wanted you to push yourself. See, God knew that I could push myself. He knew that I could push myself and that I could stay awake and that I can do all this. Because He wants to squeeze out that very little bit that you have. He wants to be able to trust you. He wants to prepare you. He wants to show you that you can do it. And I never thought that I can do this, but through the power of Jesus Christ, I was able to push myself. And I'm glad I went to that church. See, it's in trying times like this that at the least most expected moment that God would do this. And that's what He does. He's mysterious. But it's through all these times, it's through all weaknesses to make us strong. And our weakness, He makes us strong. See, and God does these kind of things like this for a reason. We just have to be in the spirit and we have to realize why He's doing this for us. I never realized how far I can actually push myself. But God wanted to know, are you really for me? Jesus was like, are you really my disciple? Are you really following me? That I'm going to test you. God's like, I'm going to test you. And He tested me. Trust me, he tested me. But folks, we have to know if we're really for Jesus. I'm gonna share another one with y'all. Okay, I was at work and I was picking up something here. I'm gonna show y'all this right here. Okay, I was told at church. I was told at work to go outside and to pick up the trash around the store because I'm a custodian because kind of got no choice. So, anyways, I had these big beads right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what they're for in a second. But anyways, I was outside picking up trash and stuff, and I came around the sea cans, which is stuff that we store, like extra stuff like kayaks and grills and pools and whatnot. Anyway, so I came around all these beads and stuff. I see all these little small beads and everything, and they're just on the ground. And then I see hanging up, I see this big bead. You know, this thing hanging up like it's some kind of like special, like it's glory, you know, it's all by itself, and all the other ones are on the ground. Well, I picked up this bead, and the guy just told me, I picked it up, and he told me, he said, put that on. So I said, okay, so I did that. So I put it on. And he's like, that's how I see you. That's how I see you. And what he means by that, when he told me that, it's we have to see ourselves how Christ sees us, how Jesus sees us. He sees us wearing the big beads, not these small beads. We have to stop. Us as humans, we always want to doubt everything. We always want to make the bad of everything. We always want to say, we can't do this. We can't do that. You know, that ain't nothing but the enemy talking to you. But we have to put on the big beam. And we have to see how we are in Christ. We have to know that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. That all perfect love casts out all fear. We had to put on the big beast, and we had to be bold, and we had to go out there and proclaim the gospel, and stop being nervous, and stop worrying about offending on people, because Jesus sees us how he sees us. He sees us with the big beads. He sees us having strength to do all these things. He sees us to cast down all this fear. We have to put on the big beads and stop being bold and see us how Jesus sees us. We have to see ourselves how he sees us. Oh, so powerful, so amazing, folks. I just wanted to share this with you real quick. But we had to start seeing ourselves how Jesus sees us. And I'm preaching myself right now, because of course we all go through times, but we also have to remember in all these times. That's why we have to get into the word of the Bible, and we have to know what it says. Because one day, if the Bible is obsolete one day, yeah, we're going to be mad about it, but we have to read it. We have to keep it in our hearts, and we have to know what it says in case it ever becomes obsolete, that they do away with it here, here in America, whatever. But, folks, I just want to share those two with y'all. I felt led to do it, and plus I wanted to, anyways, y'all have a blessed night, and I hope this helps somebody out there, and y'all share this, like I said, so I hope that it helps somebody. Y'all be blessed.